What's up, guys? Back with another video. This one I've been meaning to do for a while, but yeah, here we are. I remember back in 2017. Well, I didn't remember the exact year that I saw this, but according to what I've researched, it was at 2017. But yeah, there's a new Harvard professor that's saying that this particular interstellar object that came into our solar system back in 2017 was in fact aliens. So I decided it was initially posted by the Daily Mail. I believe that's Ben Shapiro's. His news reporting channel, well, not channel, but like business. But anyway, let's get in the video, and yeah, let's have a look at what this Oumuamua is. I mean, it literally means scout in Hawaiian, because it was, I'm guessing because it was discovered by a observatory in Hawaii. But yeah, let's have a read and check it out. So this says, this is from Black Vault, by the way. So Oumuamua, an interstellar object, has caused quite a bit of speculation and stir and captured the interest of many an astrophile. Really? I don't. Why do they have to keep using all these weird words to describe people that are interested in, space, UFOs, aliens? Like, we're not astrophiles. We're not fucking unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAPs. Like, this is a lot of bullshit. Like, it's just so annoying how they keep coming up with other names for shit. But the World Wide Web is rife with various reports of this oddly shaped object. Some even thought it to be an unidentified flying object, UFO. Hey, they said it right that time. They didn't call it a freaking UAP. Scientists are certain it's not. When there's an article like this where they say the scientists are certain it's not, you can tell whoever's writing this by Erica Southey. Yeah, TBV Investigations. This person is clearly salty that it's fucking aliens. Like, you can just tell it's clearly not, like that bullshit. But so yeah, let's continue. Oumuamua, Hawaiian term for scout, as I mentioned earlier, was discovered at the Haleakala observation in Hawaii. Hey, I got that right too. No, I didn't even really, I kind of like glanced through it before, but I didn't realize that the observation telescope was actually in Hawaii, which it is. So, props to me. By Robert Werrick, using Pan-STARRS 1. This oddly shaped 400 meters long by about 40 meters wide object was classified as a hyperbolic asteroid. And it's probably that salty, what's the name? Erica Southey. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you're salty, Erica. Like you can just tell by the way that she words things. And you can see it in all sorts of other, articles and whatever on anything really. You can tell by the way that it's worded whether or not the author is tilted by the the information that's in the article. But let's continue. So there, its origin still puzzles the astronomy community. Some suggest that it came from a nearby star known as TYC, a very catchy name, by the way, TYC 4742-1027-1, whereas others think it came from the Kuiper Belt. The asteroid is moving at quite a speed that have astronomers scratch their heads even more to determine its origin. It's heading towards the Pegasus constellation, and Oumuamua will be visible to us for a while longer before disappearing. It's the first of its type that has entered our solar system. Well, I mean, because it's a fucking alien spaceship. Like, oh, you can just tell how tilted this bitch is, like, just by, like, seeing what she's reading, what she's typing here. Will there be similar occurrences? Is there an unexplored part of the cosmos with unusual geology that we have not yet discovered? It's unusual geology because it's fucking aliens, you stupid bitch. If this bitch was right in front of me right now, I'd want to fucking slap her in the goddamn face. Yeah. Let's continue. So, additional information. The following was published by NASA on November 20th, 2017. Astronomers recently scrambled to observe an intriguing asteroid that zipped through the solar system on a steep trajectory from interstellar space, the first confirmed object from another star. Now, new data reveal the interstellar interloper to be a rocky cigar-shaped. There's a key word right there, cigar-shaped. Because cigar-shaped is, anyone who's done alien UFO research would know that which alien race has cigar-shaped ships. That's the Anunnaki. If you have a look through, ancient Sumerian texts and all that, you find that out. If you do your research. But long story short, it's Anunnaki. So let's see where I was up to. Cigar. Yeah. So cigar-shaped object with a somewhat reddish hue. I like how they tried to sound smart, but they're like so dumbfounded about what this is. It's so obvious, and I believe if I remember correctly, that it actually slowed down when it approached Earth, which asteroids don't slow down. So the asteroid named Oumuamua by its discoverers is up to 1/4 mile, 400 meters long, and highly elongated, cigar-shaped, perhaps 10 times as long as it is wide. The aspect ratio is greater than that of any asteroid or comet that has observed in our solar system to date. While its elongated shape is quite surprising, unlike asteroids seen in our solar system, it may provide new clues into how other solar systems are formed. The observations and analysis were funded in part by NASA and appear in the November 20th issue of the journal Nature. They suggest that this object had been wandering through the Milky Way unattached to any star system for hundreds of millions of years before its chance encounter with our solar system or star system. And then in speech bubble here, for decades we have theorized that such interstellar objects are out there, and now, for the first time, we have direct evidence they exist, said Thomas Zurbuchen, Associate Administrator for NASA's Science Mission Directorate in Washington. Washington, that makes that's I won't worry about going into that, but this history-making discovery is opening a new window to study formation of solar systems beyond our own. Immediately after its discovery, telescopes around the world, including ESO, whatever company it is, very large telescope in Chile, and other observatories around the world were called into action to measure the object's orbit, brightness, and color. Urgency for viewing from ground-based telescopes was vital to get the best data. Combining the images from the FORS instrument on the ESO telescope using 4 different filters with those of other large telescopes. A team of astronomers led by Karen Meech of the Institute for Astronomy in Hawaii found that Oumuamua varies in brightness by a factor of 10 as it spins on its axis every 7.3 hours. No known asteroid or comet from our solar system varies so widely in brightness. Yeah. I mean, that's, you know, kind of hinting a bit more on the, you know, that it's an alien spaceship. Well, I mean, there's the other thing that I said before, but now there's that as well, you know, and I'm sure there's more ahead. With such a large ratio between length and width, the most elongated objects we have seen to date are no more than 3 times longer than they are wide. And then in speech bubbles, quotations, this unusually big variation in brightness means that the object is highly elongated. No shit. About 10 times as long as it is wide, with a complex convoluted shape, said Meach. We also found that it had a reddish color, or hue as they said earlier, similar to objects in the outer solar system, and confirmed that it is completely inert, without the faintest hint of dust around it. These properties suggest that Oumuamua is dense, comprised of rock and possibly metals. It has no water or ice, and that its surface was reddened due to the effects of radiation from cosmic rays over hundreds of millions of years. And it's still going with this whole, you know, it's an asteroid thing. It's clearly not a fucking asteroid. Well, this is just like a, you know, an attempt at like covering it up, but like using like big, smart sounding words to try and confuse people. But I mean, we all know what it is. A few large ground-based telescopes continue to track the asteroid, though it's rapidly fading as it recedes from a planet. 2 of NASA's space telescopes, Hubble and Spitzer, are tracking the object the week of November 20th. As of November 20th, Oumuamua is traveling about 85,700 miles per hour, 38.3 kilometers per second relative to the Sun. Its location is approximately 124 million miles, 200 million kilometers from the Earth. The distance between Mars and Jupiter, so that's the distance between Mars and Jupiter basically, though its outbound path is about 20 degrees above the plane of planets that orbit the Sun. The object passed Mars's orbit around November 1st and will pass Jupiter's orbit in May of 2018. It will travel beyond the Sun's orbit in January 2019 as it leaves our solar system. Oumuamua will head for the constellation Pegasus. So if it's an asteroid, why is it like coming to our solar system and then going to another one? You know, like it would just go into like nothingness if it was just an asteroid, you know? Well, so observations from large ground-based telescopes will continue until the object becomes too faint to be detected sometime after mid-December. NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies, SNEOS, continues to take all available tracking measurements to refine the trajectory of one /2017 U1 as it exits our solar system. This remarkable object was discovered October 19th by the University of Hawaii's Pan-STARRS 1 telescope, funded by NASA's Near-Earth Object Observations (NEOO) program, which finds and tracks asteroids, or you know what they want to call asteroids, and comets in Earth's neighborhood. NASA Planetary Defense Officer Lindley Johnson said, "We are fortunate that our sky survey telescope was looking in the right place at the right time to capture this historic moment. This serendipitous discovery is a bonus enabled by NASA's efforts to find, track, and characterize near-Earth objects that could potentially pose a threat to our planet. Preliminary orbital calculations suggest that the object came from the approximate direction of the bright star Vega in the northern constellation of Lyra. However, it took so long for the interstellar object to make the journey, even at the speed of about 59,000 miles per hour, which is 26.4 kilometers per second, that Vega was not near that position when the asteroid was there about 300,000 years ago. While originally classified as a comet, observations from ESO and elsewhere revealed no signs of cometary activity after it slingshotted past the sun. That's another thing too. I'm pretty sure that asteroids don't know how to, use the gravitational field of the sun to slingshot, to use it as a slingshot. Like, what? Asteroids don't have they don't think. They're asteroids. They're like rocks. Rocks don't think. Neither do asteroids. So how would it know to slingshot past the sun and go directly to the Pegasus fucking constellation or whatever was the constellation they said before? There's so much you can just tell this whoever wrote this is hella salty. It's like, no, it's not aliens. How dare you think otherwise? It's like, nah, fuck you. That's I would slap this bitch if she was in person right now. Saying this shit to me in the way that's said in the fucking article. I'd say, nah, that's not how it fucking is. Well, I mean, it is, but you can just see that they're, salty, and they're like, how dare you say it's aliens, Yeah, well, I mean, I'm used to it. Let's see what I was up to. Comment. Oh, yeah. So, the object has since been reclassified as an interstellar asteroid. Oh, wait, I already said that. What was up to? Oh, yeah. So, in addition to the technical name, the Pan-STARRS team dubbed it Oumuamua, pronounced Oumuamua, which is Hawaiian for a messenger from afar arriving first. and this stupid chick, Erica, I think her name was, the whole time, how do you think it's aliens? It's clearly aliens, a messenger from afar arriving first. Why would they name it that if it's just a fucking asteroid? Really? Fuck me. So, astronomers estimate that the interstellar asteroid, similar to the N as interstellar asteroid is similar to Oumuamua, passes through the inner solar system about once every per year, but they are faint and hard to spot and have been missed until now. It is only recently that survey telescopes such as Pan-STARRS are powerful enough to have a chance to discover them. What a fascinating discovery this is, said Paul Chodas. I think it's Chodas or Codis, if that is your real name, manager of the Center for Near-Earth Object Studies at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, Pasadena, California. Oh, there's a lot of fairly long words to say in a row. It's a strange visitor from a faraway star system, shaped like nothing we've ever seen in our own solar system neighborhood. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, look at that. There's no asteroid that's shaped like that. Come on, man. Anyway, if you've liked the video, let me know by chucking a subscribe, a follow, a like, comment, whatever. and I'll see everyone in the next video. Catch ya. Wasn't that stopping?